one of the biggest questions that I answered myself, because I could not understand this phenomena during MK Ultra. When they claim me, all the time they claim me, you're gonna have to give your mother, you're gonna have to give your father. For the love of God, I would not give my mom and my dad for nothing in the world. Just like you would give your dad and your mom for nothing in the world. It is just as simple. Yet, even my mom and even my dad insisted me that I'm going to have to give them. That they're not going to be capable, together with my sister, they insisted during MK Ultra, they're not going to be able to stay on the picture. Because of the magnitude of the case itself, is what they claim. I don't see how the fuck that will be, because there was extortion, they bullied them into it, they made them do this, and it became evident that they even conditioned their lives, existence, with crime against me. Now, there was somebody else also that is on the picture, and because of whom my mother have committed herself to destroy me. That's my niece. The bottom line is, when the governments tell you that you're not going to be capable to, I'm going to say, save your mom and your dad and your sister, they say this because they will use them against you in a such efficient, dangerous, deadly way that regardless of your pledge, because this is why they say to you that you will have to give your mom and your sister and your father, you're going to give them away. You're going to have to give them. They're going to be arrested and I don't know, blah, 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 blah. They do this stuff, they say this so that you would defend what is evidently evil and not see basically what is right there in front of you. So if you ever heard this, if you ever hear this, and I had Americans talk about this, I had Slovenes talk about that, with Kuchan, with the psychiatrist from Ljubljana Polje, American politicians. It was all about we are not capable to save this one, or not capable to save that one, blah blah, like they're saving somebody. And when you see they continue to push you down into shit. This is a way, this is a MK Ultra way, the MK Ultra technology, the most disgusting, the most dangerous, the most deadliest, subliminary, submental, subconscious manipulation of the brain, intoxication of the brain that it can be done to the person. For a person will ignore what is evident in front of his eyes is dancing, death. Because they use, when it comes to psychiatry, nothing is more efficient against you than your family of your own, those that are closest to you. Till you actually end up as dead, kaput. So if you hear them, if you ever find yourself, God forbid, in my situation, or you know somebody that is in MK Ultra case, please tell the person that or if you ever hear anybody saying this stuff, they do this because they're going to use the family members all the way into the grave of the targeted individual against him. That's what a targeted person is better dead than death. Better dead than alive, I should say. You're 100% dead. They use family members basically to push you inside of the grave, to hammer you literally inside of the grave. It's disgusting. But if you ever hear they say to you this during MK Ultra, or you have somebody when they say this, it's time to use the brain. It's time to plug the brain. It's time to record. It's time to make evidence. It's time to start create the evidence. And don't hesitate to use one if you see that it's a nasty, disrespectful attitude in return for being nice, helpful, whatever it is that you try to do to accommodate and so on. Do not be stupid, because they will destroy you. They will rip you apart. This is just my gesture, based on my own experience. 54 years of MK Ultra experience should let you know what kind of experience that is. The circle of death when it comes to MK Ultra, the circle of death, the circle of, you know, it's like a water that you would have a drop falling in the water, and then you would have these ripples growing. It always spreads out from your family. The core of the crime when it comes to MK Ultra, the ripple that magnifies. I would never be attacked outside. It's always the tensions inside of the home of those closest people. It might be your wife, it might be your sister, it might be whoever you live with, not only mom and dad. That encourages, empowers the outside element to crush you, hunt you on the outside. It's always that inside peace that is lacking. This inside, the core, you know, the core of the crime is always the inside. It's always from the inside that it creates the signals, you know, those ripples that, and think about, the police always barricade itself inside of your home through your family members. It's always the family members that hear, remember, saw, know nothing about. The most dangerous people are your family members. Just remember this. The person that is subjected to MK Ultra torture is simply subjected to the systematic murder. It's a systematic murder procedure through the psychiatry, courts, police, etc. They say that MK Ultra doesn't exist, and at the same time they even claim that Bill Clinton issued apology to MK Ultra victims. So you see the bipolar, schizophrenic world that we subsist in. You, society, you are schizophrenics, you are bipolars, because you exist for something that doesn't exist. And it's so essential, it's so important. It's such a gross, the most gross violation of the human rights. Yeah, you claim that we live in a world of the human rights and courts and justice. And you have, I don't know what the fuck you have. In the Supreme Court you have, right? And you have, I don't know what kind of civil rights movements and equal employment and anti-Semitism and blah, 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 blah. This is the world we subsist in. Just remember this stuff that I told you today.